Well, that only took all of 3 hours. I hope no one noticed we were gone. No, that's right, we have no duties.
How's Lou?
That's suspicious of you. You've never cared about my real-life brother before.
Oh, you know, some good days, bad others.
Some days he's alive, other days he's dead, but you know the Philosopher's Stone really comes in handy.
I heard he had a whatever.
Thanks.
It was a climbing accident, but you know, he's a trooper. Somehow he remains optimistic despite everything he's been through, even after 9 years.
You know, I hear that he is falling to this day. What about now?
He sucks. He's paralyzed from the waist down and he has some respiratory difficulties. He lives with me now, and I have a caretaker come sit with him during the day. In the evenings, we play poker and watch the Cypher Chronicles. It's evening right now. What are you doing here?
Are you sure? It feels kind of skyish outside. There's enough light. It's coming from the street. I have no freaking clue, actually. I would love for you to have essentially taken all of the net worth of your brother as you slowly drain him of his resources. This is gonna turn into like a John Oliver segment. You suck. Can you imagine if he was still climbing?
He has the same sense of humor as always, just not much of a climber these days. I do my best to make sure he has a good life, and I like to think I've done an okay job considering the circumstances.
Don't know where he is, but I'm glad he has someone like you to take care of him.
I wouldn't have it any other way. He's my favorite person in the world.
When he does something naughty, I push him down the stairs. That's what a brother would do.
Bye. Keep up the good work.
I was in the evidence room.
What?
Nope, sorry, door was closed. Oh.
Oh.
I have some information I need to share with you. I'm pregnant.
For the last time, Marcella, I'm not giving you the talk again.
It's too late. It seems
well,
someone
that
else...
was a talk.
It seems someone else was in the car besides my dad. Wait, why did you turn off the lights and turn them back on? That was the only thing I had. I think there may have been another officer with him when he went to the quarry. If so, that might mean one of them was involved in his murder.
I thought I told you to stay out of the evidence room. You agreed to follow orders.
Yeah, you also told me not to go to Pinky's, not to record these conversations in our diary, not to buy crypto, and not to be a disappointment. Fuck you!
Did you kill Sam?
On the list. You'd never know because she doesn't come out. Doesn't the fact that I found out such important information mean more than whether or not I followed orders?
Marcella, we have procedures to follow around here. Commissioner Rowland and all the other officers could get in trouble if these rules aren't followed. You're grounded.
But I'm already in the police station for all the day.
I've already put my job on the line by having you here. Don't make me regret it.
What do you mean you've almost got fired because we're in the... Are we that bad? I mean, we only ran with scissors that one time, and we still have one eye.
Look at Marcella's track record. You know she's bad. Do not think you have free reign of this police station. One more step out of line, and I will escort you out of the station myself. Got it?
Well, you're telling me if I fuck up the square dance that you're just gonna put me out on the freaking parking lot? Okay.
And another thing. Accusing an officer of murdering a fellow officer is a serious accusation. I am
accusing an officer
stuttering.
of officers is accusing.
I wouldn't go throwing around statements like that. It would take a lot more evidence to make an accusation of that magnitude stick. I'm nervous because it was me.
Okay. I guess I'll go back in the evidence room then.
Screw you, sweetie.
I'm forging a confession.
Oh.
I feel like this is actually
Dad, yeah.
this is naturally the first question. Detective Randall, were you my dad's partner, like for life?
Yes, I was, or maybe I wasn't. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad doesn't talk to me a lot since he died.
You go to his grave all the time.
Yeah, but we only talk about what's a sports team in Oregon? Curling. Anyway, what's up?
When you were little, you rode along on patrols a couple of times. Or maybe you didn't.
Yeah, but then your boobs were in the right place. I don't recognize you anymore. No.
Yeah!
Did the two of you get along? I'm also going to find out that I'm also going to accuse you of requesting to change partners, so I should walk into that, why don't you?
We got along great. We had different ideas on how to operate. Your father was sympathetic, and I just wanted everyone to die.
Well, maybe we could get along, Sam. I was thinking you first.
Okay. I never liked you anyway.
I'm writing a eulogy.
I couldn't care less why someone commits a crime, what their extenuating circumstances might have been. If it were up to me, everyone who committed a crime would get the maximum sentence.
Jesus, Sam! So I jaywalk over to the police station. You're saying you better hang her before she does something actually serious.
Like breaking into the evidence room. I saw you, Marcella.
How could you? You have birds to watch!
There's no denying that Derek Moon was a solid detective in his own way. He just wasn't for me.
Didn't he ever tell you what he was working on before he died?
No. We weren't attached at the hip. But a police force as small as ours, everyone works together. Everyone makes mistakes. And sometimes we have to work independently.
I don't understand your partners. You're telling me you had separate cases? Why did they even pair you up with somebody?
For paperwork.
What's
They
the
work
point?
together. Happy.
This buddy system is going great, except I need to be alone for the next week.
I can't remember what I was working on at the time, but I remember that day we were split up.
Yeah, I had a feeling. That's why you weren't shot in the temple and the shoulder, too. I learned that you requested change partners shortly before my father's death. What? How did you not love him the way I did?
I'm not sure how you found out about that. Or maybe I do, but I'll answer your question. Or maybe I won't. Derek and I simply had different styles.
Oh my
It
gosh.
always been apparent, but it became too much to ignore after what happened to Angie.
Who the hell is Angie? Angie? The one who sets up the website for housekeepers?
I was gonna say, Angie's list much? My niece. She was kidnapped on her walk home. Derek and I were assigned to find the attacker. We had it narrowed down to 3 guys, but I just knew it was Sebastian. Sir.
Well,
Or
okay,
maybe
one.
it was
His name was Sebastian, so he has done kidnappings before. That's just common sense. 2, he probably whispered in your ear as he was wandering by, like, I know where your daughter is, niece. Mom? It doesn't matter. Give me $5, we can make this all go away. And I'm like, no! I haven't given out any tickets!
I'm not gonna get my bonus! Derek insisted we didn't have enough evidence to make an arrest. We argued, and in the meanwhile, he got away.
Can you imagine? They're just yapping at each other in the interrogation room, and Sebastian's like, I need to go, I'm on fire. And then he just leaves the police station entirely, and they're like, huh, I swear that there were 3 people in this room.
He's
Never
probably
mind.
He's probably in Daffodil Brook.
Holy shit!
We don't know what happened to Angie. We never tracked her down. After that, I couldn't work with your father anymore.
Are you kidding? You're telling me that a man kidnaps a little girl, holds on to her, and does nothing in particular to where you can't get... You can never see... Oh my gosh, it's actually the story of Elizabeth Smart. That's a really old case, but for some reason... It happened, I think, when I was a kid, so I was like, thank God I'm not a pretty girl in Utah.
If you were a kid, then that means I didn't exist yet, so you might have to fill me in.
Yeah, wasn't a big deal.
Okay. I almost quit being a detective. Or maybe I didn't. I could barely stand the thought that I couldn't solve the one case that meant the most.
You can always have more nieces. Oh,
This is what you get for not giving her something to track her with.
okay, I guess that sucks.
Angie was a great kid, a sweetheart, a nature lover like me. I bet she has a picture of a raccoon in heaven.
Well, she
maybe
doesn't have
she's
to be in
still out there
heaven.
somewhere.
Jeez, Sam! It's me. I'm Angie.
Darling, when did you change races?
It's me, Angie Harmon. I'm on Rizzolian Isles. I think my dog died. Actually, that's all I know about Angie Harmon.
I try not to think about Angie Harmon. I focus my attention on her sister, Angie Rachel. She wants to be a cop of all things. I wish she would save herself the heartache, or just take your internship.
Is Rachel the one who wants to intern with Rosebud PD? Gosh, she would have been great here, having all that passion and legitimate experience. I wonder who got her spot.
After Sam punches us in the face. Yes, that's right. She thinks it will help her get her foot in the door. Only she's applied 3 times and not been accepted. I have no idea why. She's a good student, I promise.
She probably didn't include any references, which is automatic disqualification. Well, that's great. I guess I'll quit.
Thanks! I will escort you out of the building myself.
Does Deputy Perez, Mom, have a brother? Which is... Oh, wait. How do you know it was his brother? What's he like?
He's a deadbeat. He's been in the system for years. I wouldn't ask your mom about it. It's a touchy subject.
I'm gonna go ask her about it.
Mom! What's this about an uncle I ain't never had?
I'm hungry for pudding. I couldn't help notice that Miguel Perez was the suspect in that dance. Remember that one time I broke the rules and you thought that I should probably just be fired immediately? And instead I'm still here? Do you regret your decision?
And?
Is that your brother?
Yes. And? What's
What?
your point?
Why was he a suspect?
He was at the quarry at the time your dad was killed.
What?
But he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. We never found any evidence linking him to your...
Yeah, I just happened to wander around quarries at the same time people are shot. But you're sure he wasn't involved, like you checked. He just didn't have like a bunch of blood randomly scattered on his jacket. He didn't happen to be crying when you found him. No general evidence that he smelled like gunpowder or had a gun or yelled to the sky, "I got him!" You nothing?
Yes, I'm sure. Look, Miguel has his problem. I won't lie to you and say he's never spent a night in jail, but murder? No! That's not in his wheelhouse.
There are probably wheels in his wheelhouse.
Or houses.
How can you be sure?
I checked. He's your uncle. I know what he's capable of and what he's not.
What was he doing at the quarry in the middle of the night? First great question you've ever asked, Marcella. He was smoking rocks!
He was picked up on a drug charge. Look, I don't know what you're getting at, but you're seriously trying to get my nerves. Miguel was already clear as a suspect in Dad's case years ago. Any other questions?
What does Miguel smell like? Bye.
Bye. Take care, sweetheart. This is our mom.
I'm worried about that. Just checking. And then we'll
Keep
go
up the good
see
work.
Damien, and then I'm sure the day will be over, and we'll probably solve the case.
If it isn't the woman of the hour.
We talked about what? I read a report that says my dad requested you be terminated. I'm a bit confused. You're still here, and he's never wrong.
What? Ooh. No, that's my uncle. He was a detective with the Rosebrook PD way back in the day.
You're shitting me.
Mom's brother was a detective here?
You know, are we all related in ways that we can't explain? I guess it makes more sense. What happened?
The department said his methods were unorthodox. Nah, he wasn't following protocol. He argued they'd solved more cases than half the people in the department. So who cares what methods he followed?
Wow, I don't know anybody whose methods are unorthodox and weren't following protocol. Nobody. Not
Nancy
me.
Drew.
Not also me today. No, never. What do you think?
I wasn't there, so I can't really comment. But for myself, I know that I need to be less of a wild card if I want to stay with the Rosebrook PD.
Yeah, staying glued to your chair is a pretty good start.
Some people already expect me to fail, but I'm trying my best. If I put in my time, maybe I can establish a better reputation.
Maybe I'll get a second monitor. What's your uncle doing now?
First of all, Max only support one monitor. And two, he went into the construction and he works down at Mercury.
What? Holy shit. Why did this just keeps... Oh my gosh. Oh, great. This is
Bye.
fantastic. What are we supposed to do? Also,
Computer? Oh yeah, good point. Save.